Hello everyone, this is Gray51 and welcome to another episode of Quest for the GraviChest. This is why I built my house where I did. I love the snow. I think snow in Minecraft is great and awesome. And actually from here you can see my new floors. I don't want to walk off. Yep, got myself some new floors and I'll talk about that in just a minute. In the meantime, let's go ahead and get on back, get my stuff back on. Gonna need to refill my jetpack. So, a bit has happened since last time. Like I said, I got myself some new snazzy floors here. Those are these infernal bricks. I was able to get these because I went to the nether. Just take some soul sand and some nether brick. So I found a couple of fortresses. I was able to get some nether brick. Not a problem there. I've got myself a few more book tables now for my enchanting table. And then I have set up down here a little bit better as well. I've got my geothermal generators down here on the bottom instead of up here like they were before. I've actually filled in an extra space on my ceiling here. And then here's my MFE. That guy's full. I added a second back box right here because it's 1, 2, 3, 4 cables here. So if after 4 stretches of cable, if I went to 5, I'd be losing 1 EU per tick. So if I went straight up into this guy, this one would be fine, this geothermal generator, but this one would be losing 1 EU per tick. So adding this in here kind of creates that buffer, and so now it's only 2 in between here and 2 in between here, so we're fine. So the other thing that I did is I did make these stairs, but as you notice as I mouse over them, they are not actual stair blocks. Basalt does not have its own stair. So in order to make these, I used a thing from Red Power called the handsaw. And I've actually had this guy for a little while. I created a sapphire one. You can create them out of pretty much anything. So you just take 3 sticks, 2 pieces of iron, and then your desired gem. You can do ruby, sapphire, and an iron. Diamond is, there are certain things that diamond can cut and whatnot. But so the way that you use these guys is if I'll make some of my basalt over here. Yeah. So if you take this, put it in your inventory, or in your crafting, and you put it down, it's going to cut it in half into slabs. And now if you take these guys, you can cut these guys in half, and you can cut these guys in half again. You can cut them in half this way as well to make strips of each one. Those don't cut that direction. Even these do, so we've got a bunch of different options there. You can take these covers, put them in a circle in a, let's just do it here to show you. You can put them in an oval like this. You'll notice as I keep doing this, this keeps getting progressively bigger. Or you can go like this to get basalt covers. Now these are good for sitting like underneath chests. So if I actually wanted to cover underneath a chest where there's actually a hole, something like that. So like right here, it'd actually be a really good example, but these pipes don't really work with them. That's what we've got. That's how I made these stairs. I just took one of our piece of basalt, cut it in half again, and now we got these stairs. So today we are going to be automating this guy. Getting lava into it, because going into the nether and grabbing some lava, we can do it, but might as well have it automated. And I know you guys are kind of wondering, like, why are you doing this all for just some lonely extractor? We're going to be getting into a ton of machines here real soon, but I wanted to make sure that we have a good power system, so we don't really have to worry about that for quite a while. So today we're going to be making a whole lot of stuff. Come in here, this whole chest full. Yeah, quite a bit of stuff. So I am excited. Let's go ahead and clean up my inventory here just a little bit. I don't need some zombie flesh at all. Get on those. And then, actually, I think I have snowballs in here. Maybe not. So, yeah. So if we take a look in this guy, the first thing we are going to be making is an ender chest. Actually, 2 of them. So let's go ahead and come over here and do that real quick. So ender chests take blaze rods. This is why I needed to get to the nether, was to get myself some blaze rods. They take some ender pearls as well. Now the way that I farmed those, take some obsidian and some wool and a couple chests, and here we go, ender chests. But I created this guy here called an FTB. This is an enderman killer. In essence, it will kill an enderman in 2 hits, guaranteed, every time. To everything else, though, like our good friend Mr. Creeper here, it acts just like a wooden sword. So this is really only designed to be for endermen. Everything else, you're really going to want to use your regular stuff on. Oh, why'd you blow up all the snow? Basalt's pretty strong, it's kind of nice. We don't really have to worry about it blowing up. So, yeah, this FTB, it's real easy to create. It is literally a stick and a piece of silver. So, I've got a couple of these guys sitting in my... I thought I did. Maybe they're in here. Yeah, got a couple extra as well, just in case. But yeah, so I've been going out at night hunting endermen, because I need to get a good stack of these up until I get to the end. So, we have got our ender chests. These are awesome, because any item that you put in them, they will show up in the other one. And now you'll notice as I open this, like if you kind of look behind, they both open. It's kind of a neat deal. Now these, if you're playing on a multiplayer server, are not locked to you in particular. This is different than the vanilla ender chests. So these guys, any person can come up to this chest and open it and see the contents inside of it. But what's really cool about it is the tops of these guys. You see how we kind of have 3 different little tabs up here? We can color code our ender chests. So technically that, I think, brings over 4,000 different color combinations, since the fact that we have 16 different dyes. You can code these guys and then create a lot of really cool ways to move items around. In our case, we're going to be moving lava cans. And that's how we're going to be getting our stuff from our lava automatically from the nether to the overworld without us having to worry about moving all that. So we're going to have an ender chest down here and stuff pulling out into everything else. So that's the first thing. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to need to be crafting up the rest of this stuff. Meaning here is we're going to be crafting up a pump, which is this stuff plus an iron tank. Here are some of our cans, some engines, and some liquid transposers. So let's go ahead and we're going to craft this stuff up, and then I'll explain a little bit more in depth of what they are and why we need them. So let's first get our mining well. Did I do that wrong? Did I not grab it all? I don't remember exactly at the moment. Looks like I didn't grab all of it. Maybe that's the case. Let's take a look again. Yep, missed one. Okay. Freaks me out a lot less. So we are definitely running low on resources. I think I've got about 5 or 6 iron left. So there we go. Mining well. You combine this guy with a tank, and we get a pump. Cool. But yeah, if we take a look at my iron, I've got 4 iron ingots there, and that's it. I've got some silver, some tin, but yeah, iron is running dangerously low, so we're going to be needing our quarry up and running as soon as we can. The next kind of piece of this is we're going to need a liquid transposer. We're actually going to need 2 of them. These are from thermal expansion, and the liquid transposers, what they do is they will take and remove liquid from cans and buckets and things like that and retain the cans and buckets. So we can take our lava from the nether in those cans, transfer them through the ender chests, put them into the liquid transposers, and it's actually going to pull lava from the cans and give us back the empty cans. Pretty nifty little system there. And so we're going to have 1 here in the overworld, 1 there in the nether. Our pump is going to take the lava from the lava lake and pump it into our liquid transposer. So then we need to power the liquid transposers, and we need to power our pumps as well. So I'm going to be creating some magmatic engines. That's what these guys are. So where is... Oh, my redstone transmission coils. So yeah, This is magmatic engine. This is from thermal expansion as well. So these run on lava, which is really great because that's what we're pumping. So these are going to be, it's going to be a self-fulfilling system. So we will have the magmatic engines powering our liquid transposers. We're only going to need 2 to power each one, or 1 to power each one, and then we're going to use 2 over in where our hobbyist steam engines are right now. So that's why we're getting 4 of these guys. And then we're going to need some redstone engines for pulling all of the items out of the ender chests. Each one of those is going to take a redstone engine, and then our pump, the max output for it is going to be 4 Minecraft joules, and each redstone engine will produce 1 Minecraft joule, so 4 of them on there will run it at max capacity. So that's what we've got there. Then we've got our cans, so we're going to take these guys, and they're just in this kind of pattern. And that makes us 12 cans each, so we get 60 cans, and these are going to be reusable because of our liquid transposer. And that chest is empty, and so we've got a couple miscellaneous things here that we're going to need, and then this guy. This is going to be an extremely important part of it. This is probably the most expensive part because it takes an enchantment table, which obviously takes 2 diamonds. So that's, and an ender pearl. But we are going to get a chunk loader. This is so that when we are not in the nether, it will still, our pump is still going to be working and running. So that way we can continually get ourselves some lava over here. So this is our setup. We are going to head to the nether to get this all set up. I've got a little house there built out of cobblestone, so that way we can get this all taken care of. Ooh, I'm dangerously low on my jetpack. I did die quite a few times between last episode and this one, and reason for that is I was fighting all of those blazes. That's the reason I don't have so many blaze rods, is because they kept killing me. And so I would go there, and the thing is, the nether fortress is not accessible at the moment on land. I do have to travel via jetpack to get there. So I died once, so I had to create another jetpack to get there, and I died again, so I had to create another jetpack. So I actually have 3 jetpacks, and I think my other one, no, my is just up there. So now I've got a backup jetpack sitting in my canvas bag, which I do always enjoy having. That way, in case one is about to run out on me, I can switch it out, and I don't have to worry about dying. So we'll go ahead and put that in there. Awesome, so let's go ahead and get this all set up for us. I did try creating a new portal in the nether and linking it back to the one that is here, and it instead put me 500 blocks that way. Actually 600 blocks that way. But this one links to the new portal, so I haven't quite figured that out. I don't know how that works. Oh, nope, now it's linking back to this one. Okay, never mind. So this other portal that I've got is pretty much useless. But yeah, so I've got us sitting here above this giant lake of lava, and this is going to be our current home for our setup. This is that nether portal that I tried linking to. I don't know why it doesn't work, but it doesn't. So in here, we're going to be setting up our pump and all of our stuff. So I've got it set up so we can do that. So let's go ahead. That is the wrong thing. I don't want to be putting down an ender chest at the moment. What is great about these ender chests from the ender chest mod is that they you can pick them up with a normal pick. Don't need any silk touch, anything like that. So yeah, we're going to place down our pump just like that. And then we kind of need to dig out from underneath it, and because it needs to have a well going down. And you can see there, it's already starting to do that. We need to give it some power. Like I said, we're going to be using redstone engines for this. And then, do I have any blocks on me? Tell me I've got a block on me. Wood. Not the greatest for in the nether, but I think here it will work. Oh, that's not actually where I need it, though. Did you guys just see a zombie pigman arm? I thought I saw it. Oh, yep, he's on top of my house. Okay. That's cool, Mr. Pigman. I don't need that there. But I do need another redstone engine just sitting on top of this guy so we can run it at full speed. And we are going to get ourselves a lever. Start these guys going. What's nice about redstone engines is that we don't need anything more than a lever to get them powered. It's kind of really, really nice. Alright, and then we'll power these two with this lever. Cool. So, we are getting our power into our pump. The pump doesn't have a GUI, so if you right click, nothing's going to happen, so you're not going to see anything there. But this is going to start pumping lava for us. So as you can see, it's going down. I don't know if I can easily see there, but yeah. But we need to give it a place to pump lava to. And that's what our next step is here. We're going to get some waterproof piping. Place it in here, and you see it automatically is ejecting out lava for us. And now we need to get this into our liquid transposer. So we're going to go ahead and place that guy down right here. I think I designed this originally. I think I designed this room a little bit too small. Dang it. Okay, well, I'm going to have to take care of that in a minute here. Won't be able to do it right away. So it's going to break out into the outside. It isn't. Whoop. That was about bad. About fell in there with all of our goodies. So let's not do that again. Sounds like a plan. Sounds like a plan. Alright, we're going to do this here so we can walk around nice and easily. 1, 2. We're going to do that on this side as well. 1, 2. Perfect. Now I can walk around a little bit easier. Awesome. So, yeah, this is going into our liquid transposer now. So what we can do is we can set this into 2 different modes. Either we're going to have a can that's full, filling into this part, or we're going to have this part filling into a can. And for the nether, this is what we want. But you see we don't have any lava actually coming in, so we need to configure this to do that. And which side? So I think this is going to be our right side here. We want as an input. Yep, now you can see our lava coming in. And then our output is going to be to an ender chest right here. So we're going to want the output to the back. Yep, perfect. So now, if I take some cans and I put it in here, nothing's going to happen still. And you're going to go, well, Alex, why is nothing happening? And that's because we don't have a magmatic engine powering this guy. So that's our next step. We're going to take one of these guys. We're going to place it down. And now we need to get some lava into here. So if we just go ahead and connect this guy, it will now split and go to here. This guy's going to run as soon as it has lava to give. So now, once this guy builds up enough power, our cans are going to get filled. They're going to go into the red spot and be transferred instantly to this ender chest back to the overworld. So this is our neat little setup. There is an issue with it. Number one, I don't have an easy way at the moment to return the empty cans, so I'm going to have to manually come here and put the empty cans back into this system. We will eventually put an ender chest right here, and another, or actually sitting on top of this guy, just feeding it the empty cans. But I need to fight, another 8 blazes to do that, and just haven't gotten around to it yet. But at the moment, you can see here we've got only 55 cans in here. We've got 4, so everything is working as planned. So we've got one last piece to this setup, and that is our chunk loader. We need to make sure this still runs when we aren't here. So as far as that goes, I think I'm going to place it just right here. Perfect. The chunk loader is really cool. You see it still has this kind of same little dealie as the ender chest does. But if I right click on it, number one, I can say show lasers, which means that it's going to show me a laser of how much is going to be loaded. Now, it'll be a little bit hard for me to show here, so let me come out and hope I don't get blown up by ghasts. Yep, and you see here, that's the amount of the nether that is going to be loaded. And that is a decent size for us to pull from. So 2 chunks is pretty good. I think I'm going to bump it up 1 more, just so that we don't have to worry about doing that later. And you'll notice down here it tells you how many chunks you can do and what kind of pattern. Square, circle, in a line across any particular axis, but we're going to keep it as a square. And I'm going to turn off the lasers. So this is chunk loaded. It's going to be continually running until it doesn't have enough cans. And then, yeah, that's going to be about it. So the other issue that we have with magmatic engines is that if they are giving power, but power is not needed anymore, they can overheat and they will stop running. And all you need to do is give them a whack with a wrench and they'll continue running again. So pretty much just when we come back here to fill our cans, we're going to whack it with a wrench to get it started again. So that's kind of the process there. But now we need to set up our overworld section so that these cans are actually going somewhere. So that's what we're going to do right now. So we're going to head back home. We're going to set that up. All right. Get on up here. Oh, ghasts. How I don't love you. All right. Let's get on home. So in here, we're going to be using our lava for a lot of different things, mainly for our build craft power and our industrial craft power. So we're going to kind of need a central storage tank. And so that's what we're going to do, is we're going to create a central storage tank. These little tanks here are what we're going to use for that at the moment. Now these guys are made, actually I think I hit the wrong button there. Yep, I did. These guys are made just by having glass all around, so it's pretty easy, pretty cheap. I don't remember how much each one stores, to be honest with you. But we are going to set these up right here. So this is where our lava is going to be stored for the time being until we get a bigger tank to work with. But they'll do for the moment. These are from Buildcraft. We are probably going to be doing a Railcraft tank, or if Zycraft gets updated in time, we'll be using a Zycraft tank because that's going to be much cheaper. So a bunch of different ways to store liquids, but this is going to be one of them. What we're going to do is we're going to run pipes underneath here into these guys, so that way we don't have to worry about that. And then we're going to run pipes over here to our magmatic engines, which we are going to replace these guys with. So that's kind of the plan here. So what we're going to be doing on this side is we need our ender chest. So I'm going to set that guy down. I think I can do this here. Yeah, maybe. So from our ender chest, we need to pull these cans out. Now you're going to notice, see, it just updated there. That's because we still have those chunks loaded over in the nether, which is pretty cool. Now, so we need to get the items out of here into our liquid transposer. The only issue that we have here is that with thermal expansion machines, we can easily output automatically and input automatically. You know what? I haven't tested this. Maybe I don't need these. Let's try this real quick. So if I set this to the left being the inventory it's going to pull from, it should be coming in here. But I don't think it's actually going to pull directly from this chest. Yeah, I don't think that they will do that. They will pull from pipes coming into them, but they're not going to pull from an adjacent inventory. So we need a wooden pipe. Wooden pipes, oh dang it, that's the wrong direction. Yep. Let's try this real quick. I know that you see how this side here hooked up to our ender chest. That means that it's going to pull from here and move to this guy. And that's what we want. Now you can whack this guy with a Buildcraft wrench and make it switch. I just don't happen to have one on me at the moment. So wooden pipes are used for pulling items out of a chest. But they do need power to do this, which is why we have our redstone engine. So if we do this, we flip this guy on, it's now going to start pulling the items from our ender chest into our liquid transposer. And we should see that here in just a minute. We're at 44. Oh, it already has, it just not easily. So we're going to take these and we're going to switch this mode so it takes the cans and it empties them into here. Now, again, we need another magmatic engine. Now this one we're going to have to kind of manually start because we don't have lava coming in automatically, but fortunately we've got some cans to do that. So we just take cans, put them in here, fills it up, and now it's getting it power. So then we need to run pipes into our tank. Now I think this guy, once it builds enough power, it's going to dump it into here. I believe this can automatically eject it into here. If not, we're going to be needing to use a pipe to do that. and I need to move the setup one more over. So we've got one bucket. I don't think it's placing it in there. Nope, it's not. Okay. So we're gonna take that out. At the moment, we're gonna stop this from pumping more in. And we're gonna lose a little bit of lava here because we need to break this and move this. Okay, that's fine. It just means we need to move our setup one more over. And that's not a big issue for us. We got this guy. We're gonna need our wooden pipe again. Redstone engine with a lever. And then our liquid transposer. And this needs to be flipped this way. And now yellow. I'm not entirely sure how we're going to need to do that. I think we may have to pull from the top, possibly. Nope, we can do it that way. We'll pull from the side. And then we'll just throw this into a waterproof piping, which will connect to here. Yeah, that should work. And then our magmatic engine under here. I've got some cells to get this all back up. Perfect. Get this guy running. And you guys back in here. So now this should pump into here. Once it's in here, we're going to probably take it out and move it into these guys. I would like to use liquid ducts, which is something from their thermal expansion. I don't think I have the resources yet to do that. I may. Let's look it up. Liquid ducts are nice because they do the same thing that this whole setup is doing here, but in one nice little package. In essence, it gets rid of the redstone engine, and we can choose for it to go a particular way. So yeah, as you can see, this guy is filling up, which is quite nice. It's always nice. And so this is going to give us a good source of power. But like I said, we don't have a way to get rid of these empty cans. Where are the cans going? Are the cans getting destroyed? Cans are getting destroyed. Didn't think that they did. I thought that we got them back from the liquid transposer, and that's what goes here. Okay. Maybe I need to use cells or perhaps buckets. I'm going to need to explore that as to why I'm not actually getting these back. But we'll get to that in a moment. But yeah, we're going to need to pull lava out of this guy into these other guys. So I would like to use liquid ducts to do that because they're much easier to handle. And so yeah, liquid duct. It's just some copper and some hardened glass. And this stuff is a little bit harder to do. We need pulverized obsidian and some lead ingots inside an induction smelter. So we don't have the induction smelter yet. So that's something we need to make. And I need to see if we have any lead. I don't know if we have any lead. Let's take a look. Lead ore, I've got 12 of them. So I should be able to make some liquid ducts for this. But as you can see, we're definitely getting a good amount of lava here, and pretty quickly as well. So this setup is definitely going to do us well. Oh, they're getting ejected into the magmatic engine. Okay. What we're going to want to do then, got it, that makes sense. I thought we got them back. I was wondering about that. What we are going to do in the future is we are going to have the lava cells be just pumped up, or the empty cells being pumped into an ender chest. But for the moment, I am just going to have them go into a regular chest for us. So that way we can reuse them, bring them back into the nether. But this will eventually be fully automated, which will be nice. So now, and this guy does, doesn't use a ton of energy. And for what we're doing, a couple of cells is going to run it. But we're going to run a pipe, some liquid ducts to this guy, to these guys, and then eventually all the way over here to our setup for this guy. So I'm going to probably make an induction smelter and maybe put that in this guy's place, our powered furnace. Alright guys, sorry about the cut there. I realized that I rambled on for about 20 minutes and I really didn't need to. So I did make the liquid ducts. And I got myself some extras. I made my induction furnace to do that. I mean, it's not a big deal. That's the only thing that it really can do for me at the moment. So I'll just show you what I had set up here. So in essence, instead of that waterproof piping that we had, we're using these liquid ducts now. You'll notice they have an arrow on the part that is coming out. So we got it there, and then I've got another line run back here, which is coming up to this guy. So I replaced the hobbyist steam engines with our magmatic engines. We can just turn them on right here, turn them off. Pretty much no startup time now. It runs much smoother there. And so now these guys are going to be full on lava pretty much all the time. So yeah, that's kind of what's a couple of changes I made there. So I do kind of want to wrap up the episode. So the last part about these liquid ducts is they do have to be powered by a redstone signal. So this entire pipeline here is just powered right by the one that it's pulling out from. So that's why I have one lever down there, one lever over here. This guy I have just so I can control my magmatic engine. Makes it nice and easy. Just say, hey, yeah, let's start giving us energy, or not. So, yeah, just kind of wanted to give you guys that update, and I will see you guys again next time. So have a great day. Bye.